Okay, hello everyone. Okay, basically this is Wong, and I'm from Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur. Right now, as I said, it's actually 10 a.m. First of all, I'd like to greet everybody. I know it's a global platform here, everybody from different part of the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our global friends. Well, first of all, a bit of my background here. I am actually a mother of two young adults, and I've always been in the beauty and wellness industry for quite a long time. And I was attached with an international beauty group, which has a history of more than 35 years, and we have roughly about 150 outlets around the world at its peak that time. So it is actually in Malaysia. It's the pioneer group in Malaysia that actually engaged international celebrity as a spokesperson. So if you talk about 1980s, that is something quite big, and it's considered the exclusive place to be at. So, well, I started as a consultant. Yeah, thank you, Karen. I started as a consultant in the company and eventually go up the corporate ladder, which I was taking charge of the whole regional on sales for Malaysia market. So that time I was what should I say? I was actually in the company for 24 years. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little background here. So literally, I actually sell my youth to my company. Okay, let's go here. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned, as 24 years I was in the line. So basically, I really love beauty and wellness. And most important thing is that it is a company that actually, what should I say, take care of our skin. You talk about any beauty salon. Okay, I think I have a little bit problem on my slides here. Yeah, maybe I can't just enlarge it. Let me just start again. Okay. So this is a company that talk about a big name in Malaysia, in Southeast Asia. We talk about weight management. They're actually the pioneer company. And any facial treatment that you want, when you mention about the company, everybody knows back then. And it also, we call it the top to toe, and we deal with people having scalp issue, hair loss issue. And the last one was actually we engaged aesthetic doctor that will carry out the aesthetic procedure. So I was paid well. And of course, like I said, I love my job because that is where I learned how people are willing to spend to a certain extent to be beautiful, to be healthy. Okay, you will find out more about that because people are willing to pay thousands or tens of thousands just to feel great and look great. Okay, so basically how I embarked into Nu Skin was actually for about 24 years, I climbed the ladder and I have spent so much time building my career. And I realized that I am trading my own time and also my health, just to be where I used to be. And you name it, your weekends, basically, your public holiday is where I work because in a service industry and also to lead a team, we always have workshops, expos, we even have road shows during weekends. Those are the peak season. And, applying leave would never, ever be in month end because as the sales person in charge leading the team, the last few days of the month is where we have to bring in loads of sales in order to make it a big closing for the month. So my turning point was actually I lost both my mother-in-law and also my very own mother in a time frame of 35 days. Both of them actually, passed away due to stroke. That was a wake-up call for me, basically. And and I actually spent the longest time with my mom in the hospital intensive care unit before she passed away after about 2 weeks plus. And the The first few days I managed to talk to her, but she was eventually goes into coma. And I realized that, reality hits me. And I realized that I had so much of regrets that I didn't spend much enough time with my own parents. So besides that, I also myself, I have experienced knee issue. Well, all these thanks to the long-standing hours and working late and all the road shows. And the doctor, actually the orthopedic, has mentioned to me, you can never wear high heels. So can you imagine for people who is always, like to wear in those high heels, this is a wake-up call. Not only that, I have inflammation on my leg. When I woke up, I couldn't move my whole leg. It was really hot and red. So the only solution given by the doctor was, May, you got to come back.
The right time, but once you pay off her credit card debt, she can work from home.
Sorry. You have to help me to mute. Somebody's online. Yeah. So yeah. So I was given notice that you can no longer just be a normal person, but you have to come back to go for a regular injection on the knees as a long-term solution. That is pretty scary, especially when I was only in my early 40s. So, well, thanks to all the long working hours, and I was always on my 3-inch heels, because in this line, we are all trained and, advised to be well-groomed. So, well, no more high heels at early 40s, and I realized I need to change the situation. So I need to spend more time with my loved ones, and health is #1 priority. Because all this, I would say that I don't want to have more regrets in my life. And the universe was very great whenever I was looking for a backup plan, because I cannot keep on working while catching up with age. That was what I thought. And I saw this as a global opportunity. And I was just like you guys, you know what? Attending a real spa session, just like you. If you're here for the first time, okay, you should be thankful for people who actually invited you to be here. Why? Because I see the business opportunity when I attended the spa session, and I started to use this spa. We're talking about the galvanic spa today. This is my first love, okay? For somebody in this industry, to convince them that this small, tiny device can do wonder, it really have to convince me. So I took up the chance to do a facelifting, and just by 10 minutes, my face was actually lifted up, just like, as though you have got a minor stroke. That was really impressive, and it's immediate result. Small but powerful results, yeah. So that's how I met my sponsor and my mentor, Monica, to guide me throughout, okay? As I mentioned, my first love is actually, this is the device, and this is something that you can, see. Yes, you can see that is me while I was still with my company, 2014. Well, there's rooms to improve myself. And I realized as I started to take care of myself, even I go into the supplementation, to improve internally and also externally at the same time. And mind you, I did not realize that I was having a balding spot. But now you can actually see baby hairs are growing even at my age right now. So there's an improvement on overall transformation. And of course, looking back into the old photograph, that was me about 5 years ago, and my journey. This is the photograph that I taken almost end of last year. So guys, doesn't matter how old you are, there's always room for improvement. And when I started to share about devices, I started with my friends, and these are some of the good improvement, whereby she was having bloated face, all thanks to the food that we're taking, lack of sleep. You tend to have water retention, and she have changed her face shape within a time frame of 2 or 3 months, and even better skin. That's why when Rosalind and Eileen shared their experience yesterday, so it was a wonderful session whereby we all learned how to have a self-care as young as possible. It's never too late anyway, but we all learn every day. So this is also another partner of ours. You know, even guys, yes, guy, you know, my previous company even have a solid center, a beauty center for a guy. We call it men's skincare, because you know why? A lot of guys seek solution too. They have problem with the skin, and all they use is actually soap, bar, or even, you know, nothing like cleanser or gel to wash their face. But we actually gone through, you know, education with these guys, and he can even improve much better than us as long as they take the action. So you can see this is only one session, yeah, and the outcome was fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So next, this is myself. This is my journey with new skin. I was having rounder face, I would say. And besides that, you know, that is the improvement as we walk into our much older age, I would say, more mature, but we also want to have better skin or even better to freeze the aging process, right? That's how we wish, okay? And eventually, of course, in our line, as I mentioned to you, we can always do the V-shaping, you know, from a beauty center. But let me ask you one question, okay? Thank you, Karen. The question is, how often do you go to a beauty salon for facial? Right? Not frequent, because me personally working in beauty centers, I never do my facial with my staff, all because you will be busy working and you do not have time to pamper yourself. And if you want to see good result, it doesn't mean that you go to a beauty center just once and that's it. No, you cannot. All right. So basically, it's something that you got to do it regular, maybe weekly or even daily, in order to have a really good skin that you can go for. All right. So we also have people who want to do the V-shape using devices. Yes, devices. Let me just put on some what we call this tips for you. Devices, when you use in the center, they're always huge, okay? And this bulky, right? At the same time, I would say it's very, very expensive. For some beauticians to have their hands on your face, they have to go through intensive training, because some of the devices that being used on your face will have heat. And there are cases behind the door, people get burned, or, you know, even worse, they have allergy due to the heat that their skin could not accept or could not take it. Okay, so from here you can see these are all by training, and you have to go through hours of training for your information. Okay, and then we even have okay, so we have people who actually wish to have better improvement. Okay, even bigger devices, yeah. Well, for your information, people have done the treatment in their center before. Those huge bulky machine is not cheap, as I mentioned, right? Even if you were to move it around, you got to have the wheels in order to push from one room to the other room. And for a beauty center, they cannot afford to have 2 or 3 devices of the same big. So it got to be, you know, push around appointments based on that. And of course, if you're talking about this, that's why I see there's a big opportunity here. Everybody can have one of these in the pocket, and you can whip it up and do your skin anytime to improve your skin. So, of course, so of course,
open the gate for them, they refuse to come in.
So yeah, the next one is actually V-shaping, okay, using aesthetic way. So this is a little bit story about behind. A lot of people are quite daring. People as young as in the 20s, they are doing lifting. Why? Because they want to have the V shape, and they even injectable means you're putting foreign item inside. You know, these are needles. Needles come in different way. Actually, it's literally injuring your skin. below your skin, so that they actually produce collagen and have a tightening effect. It's pretty scary because all this, there will be post and pre-treatment. So meaning that, in order not to feel the pain, you have to go through numbing cream or some painkiller, and after that, you will have bruises and things like that, and I have been assisting my aesthetic doctor, and I've not done any of that, even though I'm assisting doctor to do it on the clients, because I feel that I'm pretty scary, and I'll be too chicken to do that, but I've seen people going through that. All right. And of course, V-shape, sometimes we have double chin, they find ways to inject certain cocktail right beneath the double chin here in order to burn the fats. Yes, and I'm going to share with you later on how we can do it our way without all this invasive method. This is scary, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's a matter of choice. Yeah. So there are people who want fast fix. There are people who are 20s. They already started doing all this. But for us, it's never too late. It's still possible as long as it's non-invasive, it's safe. That is the most important thing. And of course, people going through the further way is using the latest technology. We call this the ultrasound wave therapy. Mind you, per treatment, depending which part you want to do a lifting, and it costs you $1,000 to $4,000 US. Yeah, and the procedure is not immediate result. If you really check how it's being done, it's literally giving the microscopic burn right underneath your skin. So it actually help you to speed up collagen production. And you're going to see the result, not instant, but in 3 months' time. So can you imagine that? We are very lucky if you're here today that you're using certain device that you don't have to go through all that downtime. Okay, and I'm telling you, just the neck area itself costs Malaysian ringgit were roughly about 5,000. So in US, about 1,000, just the neck I'm talking about. So guys, you have a very, very good way to actually stay young, stay youthful, which I'm going to share with you later. And this is the cosmetic surgery way. All right. It is irreversible. You got to be a risk taker because it depends on what kind of doctor or which doctor. Are they really good? Are they well-renowned to carry out the procedure? Because every time you go through the procedure, not only the downtime, especially for V-shape, we talk about face lifting. This is the first lifting that I'm talking about. If you look at it properly, literally it's cutting off the excessive skin to pull it right behind your ear and stitch back. You can see the scarring right around here, behind, and even all the way behind here, just to stitch back, and so that you have a taut, firm skin. But as you age 5 years, 10 years, it will still be like that. You look very, very unnatural. So that's why it goes procedure like as little by little. And people doing the brow lift, just to cut off, redo the brow, maybe re-tattoo it so that you can have a really lifted eye. But is that what you want? If that's what you want, you can put 1, 1, 1, 1. But it's scary, right? Right? This is something that is a risk. And there are a lot of daredevil outside. But if you will ask me, this is very scary. Okay? And people have gone through plastic surgery. It's not one time off and for good. You have to retouch it every now and then. Yeah, you're right, Coco. It's really scary, but these are all behind the scene. As I mentioned, I also brought clients to Korea that we collaborate with a Korean surgeon, and we do liposuction, we do facelifting, we do injectable procedure. Okay, and again, I did mention to you, I bring people because these are people who want fast fix. But as for me, I'm not into fast fix. I feel that we all should age gracefully and healthily. That's the most important point. And yes, they are successful procedure, but they are also procedure that is botched. You can see people are going overboard. They keep on doing again and again, and there's non-ending. All right, these are well-known people. They are beautiful, in fact, but they just want to be much, much more beautiful, and they dare to go on and on. Okay, so is that your choice? No, right? So here you are. If that's not your choice, this is the right place that you can learn to take care of yourself in this way. As I mentioned, I prefer non-invasive, safe, effective, no downtime, meaning no bruises, no scarring, nobody know that you have done something, but they see something change throughout certain months. That's exactly what we want, right? So if you want this way, just give me a heart at the chat box there so I know how many of us are actually prepared to spend a little bit time so they can actually preserve their youth in a very safe way. All right. So here you go. Let's begin. Thank you, everyone. Yes. So I'm going to stop. Before I'm going to stop my sharing, I just want to tell you guys, today when we do the V-shaping with this device, I suggest you to use the body shaping gel because this has all the age-long ingredients that give you a smoother, firmer effect. And for people who have double chin, this can burn some of the fat as well. All right, so this is a great product, anti-aging, and of course, the ingredient you can actually look into website to find out. It actually also helps to decrease the appearance of fats, especially concentrating on the double chin. Okay, but if you don't have this, I know US you don't have this. You may have those blue gel, white gel, or conductive gel. Do it because you're using the device that's using our own body current to do. Okay, so you can actually use the white blue gel, also give you improvement of skin texture. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to concentrate on today is to work on our lymphatic nodes. Well, it's very important for us to take note on this because from experience, people who have bloatedness on the face, all this is because due to the blocked nodes, if you really look properly. And sometimes we touch, you feel that there's a bump. So there is a reason, more reason for you to work on the bump to unclog it. Because eventually when you do more on this drainage, and it helps you to get rid of the excessive fluid out from the body, okay, the detox. When you go to slimming center or even a beauty center, they always say that let's do a lymphatic massage. Am I right? So this lymphatic massage is to open up all the lymph node. Whenever you do a massage, it helps you to drain away the excessive toxin. So we're gonna work on that. You know how to go about rather than you use the device and straight away do on the face. We work on the lymph node. Okay, so that's about it for my sharing here. Let me just switch it off. Hey, here we are. So are you guys having your, what do you call this, your face cleanse? Everyone, you already cleanse your face, right? If yes, then you can just give me a sign on your chat. All right, good. So now what you're going to do is that after you wash your face, basically what you need to do, since I've washed my face much earlier and I don't have any makeup on except for my lipstick and brow. So, and we can just wet the face, okay? And I use the device with the comb head. Just to let you know, okay, before that, Lily, do you want to take a photograph with everyone with the spa? If you do, then maybe we have to on our camera on that, you know, just to capture one.
Yeah, if someone can help, maybe better because I check
Okay.
my computer always cannot see all people there. I don't know why.
Okay. Anyone else using the laptop? Maybe I
can help.
Okay,
Right?
thanks, Karen. Yeah,
I can take
let's have your camera. Put on your camera. We'll just take a nice picture. Thank you, Karen, for helping.
Got a few people that haven't got their cameras on yet.
Yeah. All right. Just a few more. All right. Come on. Let's have a few seconds. Open up your camera and we'll just take a picture right away. There are 2 pages here.
Yes. Doing it now.
Mm.
Smile. And
Okay.
It's done. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, so once you wet your face, I'm going to work on my this part on my right hand. Okay, after you wet it, just put a little bit of the body shaping gel. If you have any questions, by all means, just let me know. So that I can slow down or whatever it is. Okay. Okay. So once you've done that, you just put the gel on your face, whatever conductor gel, or you have the white and blue gel. Elaine has talked about, done it yesterday. So it's exactly the same way. Whenever we want to have a V shape, we always cover the neck at the same time on the face. But don't forget the opening lymph node. Okay. And I know a lot of you asking about which mode, which number. Don't worry. Every time you use a product with the governing device, it will indicate what number to use. So never worry about that. Like for this case, and I'm going to use is actually number 4. Okay. And because I mentioned that if we are using our own body current, make sure this metal plate here is wet and you touch on and press number 4. Okay. Once number 4, and we're going to work on the lymph node, which is on this area. All right. In front of your ear. Okay. And also at the back of the ear. These are the node, the main lymph node that we have around here. Okay, you guys can see it clear. Huh? So you can move 5 to 10 times to open up the lymph node. Okay. And you also have this part here, which is below the jawline. Always remember, we also want to do lifting on our neck area because it's very much to see your aging on your hands and also on your neck. Okay. And this is the rubbish dump. Okay. Here, the collarbone here. So what you do is we can always do it this way. Throw it out. This is how we actually open a lymph node. Throw out whatever thing right below here. All right. So either 5 or 10 times. Are you guys, if you guys are doing it, let's do it together. It's more fun. You can see the result right away. All right. Yes, Karen. Correct. Yeah, Coco, you okay? Yeah? Yeah, that's good. And we have Leaping doing together as well. Okay, this is what we actually emphasize on opening the lymph node. Okay. And of course, I did mention about the comb. Yeah. Why I'm using comb? Because in TCM, this conductor head actually works like an acupuncture. It goes directly. But of course, if you want a comfortable way, you can actually still use the one that is, we call it the pineapple head. This is still fine, okay? That is equivalent. But here, we want to work on more on the lymph node, okay? Once you're done, always look at what you wanted to improve. As for me, I'm always on my laughing line. Okay, this is what I do, and I find it very easy because when you have the comb, it actually gives you a good lift, right? So you just do 4, 5 rounds, 2, 3, 4. Concentrate and pause it on the area if you want it a good lift, all right? I don't go on my cheek because I feel that I want to have a more lifted cheek. And people actually inject so that they have a plump up cheek. So that's how we're using this way in order to bring out our cheek, okay? And have a nicer cheekbone here. It's always upward and you won't go wrong, okay? So this is how you want to have a sharper jawline. Go on this area, your laughing line. Go all the way up to your hairline. Remember, all the way to your hairline. Yeah, that's also the tips whereby people want to lift it. They always have to go all the way up here. All right, I'm sure you guys are following. Okay, let's do it a few rounds. And also on below the eye area, which is, well, I have to say that majority Chinese have single eyelid. I have this problem when you have single eyelid, when you start aging, you have this part that is starting to droop. So I'm going to put this comb, and it works fantastic because I feel that it works fabulous for me. I always stay on there and give it a good lift. There you go. So you have a lifted brow without doing surgery, dear. So this is something that you can focus on if you want to have lifted brow. Okay. The same thing, go all the way up, hold on there, or you can even reverse this way. It's much easier. If you try this out, so this is how I give it a good lift, right? While you are lifting your face, you're also doing a drainage by using this comb. It's actually comfortable. It's not painful, yeah? So just repeat, right? All right, again, as I mentioned here, this is also our neck area that we're focusing on to avoid the turkey neck, right? Yeah, it's expensive to treat. But if you do this every day, 5 minutes, you know, it won't go wrong, because I've heard a lot of leaders that's also doing it. And you know, when you work on your lymph node, it actually helps you to prevent infection as well. So, you know, especially when you're about to have flu, you actually realize, or sore throat, you have a bump here, you just have to work on here. So it's like 2 or 3 in 1 kind of benefits, right? So give it a good lift again. It's only 5 minutes we are working on for this detox. But I also want to share with you guys how to do it the Korean way, whereby after doing the face, we are going onto our scalp. Yeah. And thanks to Eileen yesterday did mention about the scalp. I personally, you can see this, all my baby hairs at my age right now is still growing thanks to the neutral system. So if it's already stopped, okay, you can actually cleanse your face for now. Just wipe away the gel, because if you look at it, the gel, when it's when your body are, you know, lots of toxin and fluid, the color on the gel change. Some are milky white, some are very bubbly. It indicates differently. Okay, just wash it off, because you don't want to leave the dirty residue on your skin. Yeah. So Liping, you're okay? All right, great to see you doing that. So it's a very simple procedure, right? But if you really look at it, I already started, you can see the differences. It's 5 minutes, but you can see they are, you know, this part, I have a laughing line that is very much obvious compared to here. Okay, but that's not the end. That's not the end yet, because I'm going to go on the hair. Why? It's not only for prevention of hair loss and good massage. We always take care of the face, but you know, what about the scalp? You wash your hair fast. Every time in the shower, you make it fast. But this is a fantastic way whereby it helps you to detox your scalp as well, so that you have healthy hair follicles. Again, use this. No worries. Why? I feel that when you tie up your hair, it's much better. Okay, just put it on. Okay, just put it on your scalp. Or rather, I just put it up all the way. You know, actually, our scalp does part of our muscle, face muscle, is also connected to the scalp muscle. So if you work on your scalp muscle, it also gives you a lifting effect. I think some of you may know that a Korean method, they actually work on the scalp, just half face, and you know, everything do on the scalp. After that, and you have a lifted face right away. So we're going to work on that. Same thing is very easy if you look at it. Yeah, that is how Karen is doing it. Put on the gel as much as you can and comb your hair. Remember the device, same, yeah, because you're using the body gel, number 4. Okay, and start from here all the way. So you do this when you plan to shower later on, you can wash it, and it's all been done. You have a good scalp massage. Very comfortable, and you feel refreshed if you work on your scalp. Am I right? All right. And when you tie up your hair, I feel that it's easier because I don't have my hair all over. So it's easier. And this part here is the muscle connector as well. So when you do it more, it can give you a lifted face at the same time. You got to try this out, you know. You got to try this out yourself and feel the comfort. Okay. If you have any question, you can put on a chat box. And we did mention about how I improve on my scalp, you know, hair loss issue. I was using this neutral. Okay. It's the same thing. Maybe this one is after you wash your hair, you can actually pump a little bit of the neutral serum around the area that you are seeing hair loss. Just spray it on there, and using the same method, comb it. Comb it. It works. I have lots of testimony on people improving their hair loss, getting lesser. So same thing, all the way. All the way. Work on your scalp. Okay? All the way here. Okay. Right. Okay, you guys following? This is a very simple way. Just comb your hair and that's about it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Camelia, can I know which market are you from? That you don't have the comb head? Are you in US? Okay, if you really don't have the comb head, you can actually use, yes, you can use, what about this one, the body one? Okay, this one is also equivalent, okay, but, it's just that when you use the comb, I do not know about Canada, but all the Southeast Asia, we can buy separately on the conductor, for the comb conductor. I bought it before as a spare part from Hong Kong. So, I can actually interchange it, but it's very comfortable because this one works as acupuncture point, as I mentioned to you. Yeah, so sorry that US don't have it. You can actually get from the Southeast Asian market. Okay, or even in Korea, we're going to have the convention in Korea. You can even, get it from Korea. Yeah, because Korea sells the spare parts as well. All right, so if you're done, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm not sure whether it's available. Yeah, yes, correct. Just different market, they are actually available in different market. Okay, so that's about it. If you, look it properly. Okay, Lipping is still doing it. So once the device stops, 5 minutes, imagine you're only using 5 minutes for the whole face and 5 minutes for your scalp. That's about 10 minutes in your bathroom. And this can be achieved every day if you want to. Certain days to improve your skin texture. The next day just to do a lymphatic drainage or to improve your lymph node as well. But at the same time, if you realize right now, I don't know whether you see the difference. I think I will also take a picture right later on how it goes about, how the improvement is. All right. So just a few more minutes, maybe. After that, you can just wash your hair and that's it. And use your hair serum, the neutral hair serum, if you want if you want improvement of your hair growth as well and healthy scalp. Okay. So, well, any questions you can actually post here, but I'm going to carry on with, yeah, Ivy, you can see that, right? When I smile, okay? This is more lifted. Where else here is like flattened. Here, there's no shape, it's flat. And this is lifted. Yeah, okay? So I'll take a picture on that. And then I want to show you guys one of my favorite product here. I know somebody asked me, Linda had asked me, what is all this about? Do I spray? Okay. I do not know the iMac. I do not know what's your name, but yes, after you wash your hair, okay, you can actually use the neutral. You spray it on the area. Like for me, it's this area. Okay. And again, you use the device. Okay. But this is going to be a different number. Yeah. If you're using neutral, it's going to be number 5. Okay. You have to press on number 5. It's only 2 minutes. You can start doing this way, just like what you have done with the body shaping gel. Okay. This is where I literally feel the difference after less than 1 bottle. For my case, I started to have lots of baby hair. And when I time up my hair, my ex-colleague noticed all the baby hair that's growing, So this is how you do it, iMac. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what your name is. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. But you will feel really, really refreshed after you're done the scalp treatment on your own. Just sidetrack a bit. Yeah, most welcome, Geraldine. So the place where I used to work, scalp treatment costs easily about 250 ringgit Malaysia. So in US, just the scalp treatment, ampules, just with ampules, it costs about 50 US dollar. Can you imagine that all you can do it in your own house, your own bathroom? And by changing on the conductor head, I call this my one-stop beauty center. Okay, so once you clean your face just now, put on the what do you call this? Your toner. I personally like the basic pH balancer. Okay, after you have cleaned your face, sorry, just this side. Okay, after that, okay, right, then serum. If you have any serum, for me, I'll use this ampules. This is how it looks like, yeah. This serum is 180 system. You know, it's really good. One of my favorite. Why? Because the main problem with our skin is dehydration and pigmentation. These are the number one, I would say, problem for Asian especially. So for this, because it has a special ingredient. Yeah, Karen, I'm so sorry. Even in Australia, you don't have it, right? You got to get this because it comes in a box of 14 vial. So one cycle is 14 days if you want to see transformation on your skin improvement. Number one, the brilliance. Number two, the brightening. And it actually gives you a great hydration. And it's best to use it nighttime because while you are sleeping, you go through a healing process and people will have scarring, anti-inflammatory. This is very good. Because one of the active ingredient is called, Contella asiatica. It's considered herbs, but those tiger that have after fight, yeah, they have all the scratch and all the wounds, and they actually roll on the grass so that it heals the wound. So same thing as this, if you have post-pimple scarring or post-acne, you got to try this out. It has been proven many times and it's very, very famous in Korea. Okay, so I like this because it's not glass, okay? It's actually something like plastic, but it's not really plastic. It's thick plastic, yeah? And you just open it by tearing. If you pour it, you can't finish it. For my face, it's considered quite small surface. I use it twice, and after that, I close it back like that. So that's my tips if you're using it. If not, you can actually just pour it on your palm. Okay, and work on the area. The hydration level is superb, especially if you are in a country that you have 4 seasons, winter, you got to try this out because my sister stays in Hong Kong and she just loves it, especially when during winter, she just start using it and let it absorb. Okay, as I mentioned, there is a third-party studies made on this product, especially on these ampules. After you use it 4 weeks, the whole cycle, the 4 weeks on the whole range, but the last 2 weeks, we only use these 14 days ampules. The improvement of the skin brilliance is up to 2.5 times, okay? And even the hydration level improved by 1.8 times, and as well as skin brightening by 3 times more, just by the 2 weeks together with this product. That's why I just love it. And when you're prepared your skin, you can just sleep throughout. The next morning, you can just feel it's very, very smooth and you can see the glow even right after you wake up. Okay, so this is how it's been done. After the serum always goes with the, what do you call this? The moisturizer of your choice. Okay. Okay, this is how I just applied it. Okay. And followed by my moisturizer. Actually, I'm using this Dew All Day. I don't know, this is the basic range, Nutri-Essential, but I just love it and I'm using it day and night for that. For skin, it's pretty hydrated. Okay, and that's all. That's all. Okay, if you really look at it, this part, the lower cheek here, already go upward. Here is still flat. Yeah. So I guess that's the end of the session. If you do have questions, please post your question here. I'll try my best to answer you. Yes, Ivy, I know you love 180 ampules, and so do I. I guess anyone who wants to have a skin renewal time, this is one of the best product I personally feel, to give you the glow. Okay. So any more questions? Let me see. Let me just check out. Yeah, I know some of you don't have that 180 in your country. Yeah. Okay. Geraldine asks, do you just spray the neutral serum or use the galvanic after spraying the serum? Oh, there are two ways. Yeah. Geraldine, I have friends that doesn't have the device. She still sprayed it on her scalp and she still see the hair growth. Yes. This is the testimonial by my user. They see it, but when they started to use it together with the galvanic, it actually helps on the penetration of the serum and all the active ingredient on the scalp, and therefore it actually speed up the growth. Okay, and up to 70%, right? Like what yesterday's session. Any skincare after you've done the galvanic spa, good serum, good mask, good product, it absorbs up to 70%, much better. So you got to try this out. So yeah, that's right. And Jeannie mentioned, I heard they are discontinuing the body shaping gel in US. What would be the best option to use for shaping? Okay, Jeannie, oops. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Jeannie, it's okay. If really, they are going to, that's what I heard about the body spa as well. If they were to continue, actually, I keep stock on this because I personally really like this because this is one of my detox way because of the age-lock ingredient. But eventually, if it's no longer in the market, I guess US will be the conductor gel. All right, just to have the current flow. But whenever you do the galvanic spa that you use it on it, it's definitely help you to a certain way to rather than injection, right? Whenever you do more massage with something with current, it will definitely helps you a lot. So even the face gel, the white and blue gel, it works fantastic. Really, you should, if you don't have this, you just stick on with a white blue gel or even a conductor gel. It's okay. But you got to do frequent what I would suggest is sometime you do the white blue gel if you want. You skip one day. If you have this, do this the next day for good drainage and good detox. Yeah. So I know some people are doing every single day, but for me, I only do it twice a week. That is what the company suggested too, because you got to be very careful. If you have smaller face, whenever you do this, it really gives you a very fast effect. And I used to do it 2 or 3 times a week. And now I got to cut it down because I realized my face are getting smaller. So that is one good point if somebody who wants to really reduce the fats and at the same time to shape. Yeah. So it depends on your face. I don't do it every day anymore. And frankly speaking, because I feel that if I do it more, my face will actually go smaller because it really does good job of lifting. Right. So yeah. So that's my part of sharing. I hope, Jeannie, you are okay. You may even get it from other market. I definitely keep stocks on my body shaping gel because I personally like it. Yeah. So yeah. And okay. Karen Miller, you did ask, would I recommend the facelift line corrector? Yes, obviously. We're gonna cover that wrinkle-free kind of a topic, yes, I still use it. I know some people use it on the line only, but I also know a lot of my friends and the leaders here that use it on the whole face. You know why? Because the lines will come due to the expression that we laugh, we smile, we do gesture like this, it will be there. But that line corrector is peptide. It actually seals up the lines and it's less visible when you are doing it every day. And I really love it. I have of course, I have seen some people that's in the 60s, 70s. The neck area is the main problem. They neglected. But I'm so glad the company actually comes up with this product that we can actually focus on the neck using the line corrector. Try it out. You let me know how you see it. But I know Monica. Monica has been using it for the whole face, and she told me she finished the whole tube within how many weeks, because you got to check out her neck. If you have a chance to check out her neck, it's really flawless, for her age, which is 70s or 80s. But besides that, all these expression lines, just use a different head. You just need to use the smaller conductor head so that it will focus the current on that area for deeper penetration. All right. So this is much better than Botox, I feel personally, because Botox, we call it the fishtail, all these things, crow's feet. Yeah, it only lasts 3 months and you got to inject again. For this, if you were to do it every day, you're going to see it lesser and lesser, the lines. And tomorrow's topic, they're going to cover on that as well. All right. So yeah. Yes, Nayoko. Yes, use it on the neck area. Oh, yes. Yeah, Nayoko also love the line corrector. Yep. So I hope I did not miss anybody's, message here. If not, I think that's all from me today. And I'm so happy that you guys stay on to learn. And tomorrow is another last day for Face Challenge. All right. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, May.
Thank you.
Thank you,
May.
Bye,
That's
guys.
so-
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you, May.
Welcome. Bye-bye.